Aphids. They are sucking the life out of your plants. Aphids are considered one of the most destructive insect pests on vegetables as well as flowers. This is a black bean aphid, and while it's under magnification, you can see how it's built to suck fluids from your plants. As well as sucking sap, aphids also carry a variety of viruses and bacteria in their bodies. These can get transferred into your plant during feeding. Signs of aphids include curled leaves or yellowing leaves and deformed flowers. Sometimes you can see a sticky substance on the plant. Leaves, like on this red currant, turn brown and curl up. Your seedlings may develop yellowing leaves and look like they are drying up. Aphids live in large groups, like these apple aphids. There are about 1,350 species in North America alone, and they often specialize on predation of a specific plant. They can also have many generations in one season. Checking plants is so important. Aphids are pear-shaped and soft-bodied. They come in many colors. Don't wait for the signs, as aphids multiply rapidly. Turn leaves over and look at the underneath. So what tactics can we use to control them? Monoculture helps aphids because there's nothing to repel them, just lots of yummy food. As organic gardeners, we can take advantage of interspersing crops. Companion plants work best when they are close to the plants they need to protect. If you have an issue with aphids, plan on planting them throughout your vegetables. Hi, I'm Amy, and welcome to my channel where I talk about organic gardening and wildlife conservation. You can check out my books in the description. Please give this video a thumbs up and help me grow. Aphids aren't big fans of aromatic herbs, so companion planting can be a great help. Garlic, chives, leeks, catnip, fennel, dill, and cilantro will help repel aphids. Marigolds are also known to drive away several unwanted pests. You can plant trap crops. Many aphids have favorites, like radish. Poor radishes. Everyone loves their leaves. They are also a great trap crop for flea beetles, and I'll link that video below. Mustard, which is related to radish, and nasturtium are also great for trap crops. Along with providing trap crops, we want to encourage beneficial insects. This is a lady beetle pupa, and they are golden. They love to eat aphids. According to the University of Kentucky, lady beetles eat around 50 aphids each day. That's 5,000 aphids during their lifetime, so roll out the red carpet. Another natural predator is the lacewing larvae. So make your garden lady beetle happy. Some plants that attract them are yarrow, dandelions, parsley, dill, and sweet alyssum. Lady beetles need to drink, so if the weather gets dry, put out a shallow saucer of water in the garden. So you have aphids. What do you do now? One popular aphid control method is spraying them with water from a hose. This needs to be a fairly forceful stream so you can damage their body. So not a good option for young plants. A heavy rain can also be helpful, but the water may not kill them. It just may knock them to the ground. Keep in mind that aphids can move. Yes, aphids can crawl from the ground up to find a host plant. They can also move from plant to plant by crawling or being blown by the wind. Wingless aphids can move short distances at a speed of 2 to 3 inches per minute. It is also popular to add dish soap to the water because the soap adds another layer to killing the animals. So 2 teaspoons of dish soap to 1 quart of water. Keep in mind that high concentrations of soap can burn plant foliage, especially when plants are stressed. Test on a small area of the plant before making widespread applications. Natural insect soaps add another layer because they contain potassium salts of fatty acids, but the same caution, they can burn plant leaves. Neem is a step up from insecticide soap and strong, but also an organic control method. No matter if you are using neem, soap, or just plain water, you do need to remember to bend over and get the undersides of the leaves. Diatomaceous earth is also a good tool against aphids. I like DE for green leafy crops and root crops, and brassica because it also works well on larvae or caterpillars. Don't use DE around flowering plants as it's harmful to many pollinators. So, the best thing you can do is to spend time in your garden. Take an evening stroll, go harvest something, give everything a look see. Check out my playlist for controlling pests naturally. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous sunny day.